Good morning. The 36th District Court is in the state of Michigan is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While in court, there will be no sleeping, no talking, no laying down, no driving, no wear of head garments unless it's for religious purposes, no chewing gum or reading material. You must be properly dressed. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning and good morning to you on Zoom as well. The first matter I'm going to be calling is going to be the Bonner matter. I believe it's just an extension of pay. So this will be the People versus Derek Bernard Bonner, ticket number SP 103-38721. Please state your name for the record.
Derek Bernard Bonner Sr.
Of course.
Okay, Mr. Bonner, were you before me or were you before Judge Leto?
I think I was before someone else.
Okay. And you weren't sure which ticket numbers you needed to pay on?
Yes, ma'am. And the extension, I only need about I probably need a month if that's okay with you.
Okay, and you're working currently?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I want you to make sure you have the case numbers written down.
Yeah, because the clerk had said it was 2 tickets. So could I have both of them, please?
Yes, sir.
It's the one behind it, and then no, not that. That one right there.
Right, your ticket number is SP 96
I emailed them both.
84931.
Okay,
That
can I
was-
repeat it back to you? You said SP 9684931.
Right.
Okay.
Total amount due on that ticket is $240.
Okay.
And it looks like there's another one that you owe on. And I believe it was on the docket for today as well. And that is SP 103-38721. And that one is $240 as well. Yeah, I didn't do these. I don't.
Okay. So if I mean whatever, if you give me time, I'll take care of both of them.
Okay, I will give you 30 days.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, 30 days to pay, that would be April 6th.
April 10. Is it on my sheet? Right there, April 7th. So April 7th.
April 7th, 2023 is how long you have to pay.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am, that's fine. I'll take care of it by then.
All right, and we're gonna set this for review on April 7th at 8:35 a.m. You don't need to show up if it's paid.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you. I appreciate you, Judge.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, it's late. I don't think we had a file for her, so I'll give you her ROA. Yeah, we didn't have a file for her, so I'm just gonna give you her ROA.
Yeah.
Sometime today too. She had a seatbelt ticket.
Now calling the People versus Tiana Monet Banks, ticket number ST 138 40102. Ms. Banks, can you turn? Ms. Banks, will you turn your camera back on?
Hello,
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Today's the date and time set for a review hearing. You need additional time to pay.
Yes.
You want correction on that date for the date? It's gonna be April 7th is good. So April 10th. Yeah, thank you. Right, they don't have to be the time. Yeah, it's okay, because if I send them a notice, it'll be for 10. She's under 9 plot. The last, go to your last page 13. She's the first one on the 9 o'clock. See, okay.
Okay, Ms. Banks, are you working currently?
No,
You're not working?
no.
Did I give you an option to do community service and lieu of the ticket?
Yes.
You said I did.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Did I offer you community service in lieu of paying the ticket?
Oh, no. I don't recall that.
You don't recall that?
No.
Oh, boy.
So 2 weeks. And if she, no, you just told her she had to pay for 2 weeks. If not paid, she needs to come back to work.
How much longer do you need, Ms. Banks?
I could pay it today. It's just my dad has the money. He doesn't get off until 2:30.
I'm gonna extend it for 2 weeks, okay?
Okay.
So your new date is going to be
21st.
March 21st.
Okay, thank you.
Now, if you don't pay it by March 21st, you will have to come back here, okay?
Okay.
At 8:35 a.m. And that's only if you haven't paid it by March 21st.
Okay.
All right, that concludes your matter. You have a good day.
You too.
Attorney Nance? You
Yes.
ready?
I am.
In any order, or are there any that you'd like to do first? Just
Judge,
to-
I would like to do Mr. What happened? Mr. Burks first, please.
Okay, give me one moment. Was that Carlton Burks?
Yes, Judge.
You are not Mr. Burks. Please have your phone on mute.
Oh, okay.
Unless your name is Carlton Burks, please place your phones on mute.
He's on page 8. Mhm. He said for Charlton.
Now calling Mr. Carlton Burks, People versus Mr. Carlton Virgil Burks, ticket number P1232868, count 1, drive route unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
May it please the court, Janeki Nance, P 68686, appearing on behalf of Mr. Burks. Mr. Burks, would you please state your name for the record?
Carlton Burke.
Judge, today is the date and time set for trial regarding both of Mr. Burks' tickets. The defense is ready to proceed. Judge, the officer who issued the ticket, I believe Christina Towns, has not checked in with the court. If she has not checked in with the court inside of the courtroom, we are moving to dismiss without prejudice.
Okay, the court has verified that the officer has not checked in either in person nor on Zoom. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. I'm assuming that you've explained to Mr. Burks that means that people can bring it back if they so choose. But as of today, it is.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, that concludes this matter. Mr. Burks, I will ask that you make sure that you have your insurance and your registered car registration in the vehicle with you at all times.
And Judge, just for the record, Mr. Burks, he did actually show me proof of the documentation, so he is in compliance as well.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
Good job, Mr. Burks. Have a good day. That concludes your matter.
Okay, thank you, Judge. Enjoy your day.
Anything like that? Attorney Nancy, are we ready to proceed on?
Judge, we can do Mr. Cameron Bentley.
Yo, Eric.
Mr. Bentley, we're about to call you.
Zoom.
Mr. Bentley, will you turn your camera on, please?
Mr. Bentley, I don't
Mr.
know
Ben-
if the court, turn your camera on, please.
Mhm.
Camera in.
I gotta go to my settings. I've never used Zoom before.
Okay, you should get an alert from the clerk to let you know.
It's
to
just a black
click it.
background. He just have one. He's on a page of, top page of page 4.
Now calling the people versus Cameron Jabez Bentley, ticket number P 1293766. One count of
Just one motion.
no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Janeki Nance appearing on behalf of Mr. Bentley. Mr. Bentley, please state your name for the record. Mr. Bentley, state your name.
You talking about me?
Mr.
My
Bentley,
name, I'm Mr. Bavell.
Cameron Bentley is the only person we are talking to. If you do not hear your name, please keep your phone on mute or you're gonna be removed from the courtroom.
Judge, we may need to go to another, it looks like he just went off and he should be coming back in. Oh, that may be
Okay.
him with the Cam's iPhone 12. Wait a
That's
minute,
not
wait.
him. That's somebody. Is it him? Oh, let's see. Mr. Belleville, I gave you a prompt to go to a breakout room. Please go ahead and join that breakout room for me.
Oh, okay.
I just let you in the meeting. Page 4. Top. It's okay. Very top. Trying to see. Is that Mr. Bentley that I just let back in the meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Mr. Bentley, if you would, please state your name for the record.
Cameron Bentley.
Here's the date and time set for a show cause. Ms. Nance, how would you like to proceed?
Judge, as it relates to this matter and the show cause, we waive formal reading, stand mute, ask that a not guilty plea be entered on Mr. Bentley's behalf. In addition to that, Judge, Mr. Bentley has provided valid documentation and there is a recommendation for dismissal. We join in that recommendation.
Is it for docs?
Yes,
Counselor.
Judge, for valid documentation.
So the court has, will take note that that an officer of the court has verified that there's valid documentation, therefore this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Bentley, there is a 31 miles per hour posted speed still out there that's in the law that you need to make sure that you're paying or set up some type of payment arrangement on. Are you aware?
Yeah, I'm gonna be paying that in a couple weeks.
Okay. That concludes your matter. You're all set to go.
Thank you,
All right.
Judge. Judge, we're ready on Kenyo Black.
Okay. Attorney Nancy, I need like a 3-minute,
Oh, no problem, Judge.
I'm sorry.
No problem, Judge.
Court is back in session. And Attorney Nance, who did you say you were ready to proceed on?
Ms. Black, Kenya Black.
Now calling the people. Now calling the people versus Kenya Alexis Black, ticket number P1295305. Count one, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Janeki Nance appearing on behalf of Ms. Black. Ms. Black, if you would, please state your name for the record.
Kenya Black.
Judge, today's the date and time set for show cause as it relates to the arraignment. We waive formal reading, stand mute to the charges. We ask that a not guilty plea be entered on her behalf.
The court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Black.
Judge, as it relates to resolving this matter, Ms. Black has provided a valid insurance card. There's a recommendation to dismiss, and we join for valid documentation, and we join in that recommendation.
And Ms. Black, are you aware that you have two of the matters that arose out of the same incident in default that you need to pay?
Yes.
When do you plan on paying those?
I need some time. Do you know the whole amount? I don't. Of what I owe altogether for those two.
1 moment.
Give me your total. $300.
There's a total of $300 outstanding.
Yeah, can I get like a month?
Yes, and you can also go to you can come to 36th District Court in person and ask for a payment agreement if that would work out for you. As
Okay,
opposed,
thank you.
That way you can enter into a payment agreement with them so that you're paying like $50 a week or every 2 weeks until it's paid.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. But that concludes your matter. We will dismiss the no insurance misdemeanor for ticket number ending in 5305 without prejudice, and you're all set there to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm ready, Counselor.
Iyana Brown.
That's for today.
Yes.
No, something. No, let me not do that.
1 moment. Did we say DeAndre Brown?
Iyana, Iyanna.
A lot of Browns today. Now calling the people versus Iyana Elise Brown, ticket number P1386607, count one, allowing unlicensed driver to drive, count two, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the.
Janeki Nance appearing on behalf of Ms. Brown. Ms. Brown, would you please state your name for the record?
Iyana Brown.
Judge, today's the date and time set for pretrial regarding both of her tickets. We've had an opportunity to speak regarding her matters. At this time, she'd ask the court to continue her not guilty plea and schedule these matters for trial.
We're Continue not guilty plea at a $0 personal fine. And we'll set this matter for trial on March 29th, 2023 at 9 a.m.
Thank you. Ms. Brown, you have everything, all the information?
Yes,
Yeah.
March 29th, 9 a.m.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. Judge, we're ready on Marcel Bevell.
Okay, give me one moment, please.
Put your phone on mute, sir.
Now calling the People versus Marcel Pierre Bevell, ticket number U 460-233-18, one count of entering without written authorization of owner. Please state your appearance for the record.
Janeki Nance appearing on behalf of Mr. Bevell. Mr. Bevell, if you could please unmute your microphone and state your name for the record.
How you doing? Marcel Pierre Bevell.
Judge, today's the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. We ask that any cases be set aside, any warrant recalled. As it relates to the arraignment, we waive formal reading, stand mute.
So we'll set aside our KPS in this matter.
Judge, after speaking with Mr. Bevell, at this time, he's asking the court to continue his not guilty plea and schedule this matter for trial. Is that correct, Mr. Bevell?
Yes, ma'am.
And you do understand, Mr. Bevell, that you have a right to a trial by a jury or in front of myself as a prior fact?
Yes, that's good.
And you're choosing to be, you're choosing this as a bench trial, is that correct, Attorney Nan?
Yes, Judge, Mr. Bevell will be fine with this being before the court.
So continue the $0 fines, not guilty plea will be continued and set this matter for bench trial on March 29th, 2023 at 9 a.m.
I'll write that down. Is that March 29th?
Yes, and you'll appear right back here on the same Zoom that you're on today.
All right.
That concludes your matter. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Judge, with that being said, I believe I'm going to go back into the breakout room to finish out.
Okay, who's the other House Counsel today?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore, how are you?
I'm sorry, Jim, who?
James.
Fillmore?
James Phil- Oh, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you. I thought I saw another attorney. Do we have any retained attorneys?
There were a couple retained attorneys. I'm not sure. I don't see them on the screen right now, Your Honor.
One moment. What about?
Yes, we have we have two in breakout, the attorneys in breakout room two, the officers in breakout room one.
No, the officers for the bail.
Yes, and I'm not for sure why he came back out in the main session.
Counselor, are you representing Mr. Bevell?
Yes, he's ready to proceed, Your Honor.
And we have an officer in this matter that's here?
Wait a second. I'm sorry, Mr. No, I do not. I don't have Mr. Bevell. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Yeah, I was wondering why he came out the breakout room. Sir, why did you come out the breakout room? Mr. Bevell, unmute yourself.
You need to unmute. Mr. Bevell, you have to unmute before you can speak.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, it sent me out here. I was in the breakout room and then this screen popped back up for me.
Oh,
Who was the
But you
person?
know-
Who were you?
It was two Mr. Bevells. That was just my cousin, Marcellus Bevell. That's my cousin. So they got us mixed up, I guess.
Okay, so who were you in the breakout room with? Who did you speak to?
I didn't speak to anybody. I have not spoken to no attorney.
Okay, we're gonna put you back into a breakout room so that you can speak to the attorney who's
Okay.
gonna represent you today.
Okay, thank you.
I gave you breakout room 26, sir.
I got you.
Thank you. And then.
Mr. Fillmore, if you don't mind, I'm gonna do the retained counsel's cases really quickly if I can, if they've already spoken.
No problem, Your Honor.
Attorney McGuire, have you spoken to the prosecutor for your client as of yet?
No, Your Honor, the prosecutor hasn't joined me in the breakout room yet. But this is just a review hearing on a previously resolved traffic ticket. So I'm not sure if the court needs me to talk to the prosecutor before we go before
Has
the
your
court.
client paid?
Not yet, Your Honor, but she had a couple heart attacks, a lot of health issues, and she actually can pay something this week. So.
She actually can or cannot?
Can. Yeah, she can't pay the full amount this week, but she can make a payment of at least like $50 and then continue on. It's just since the last hearing, she had some severe health complications that complicated her finances, let's say.
One moment, please.
Thank you.
No, but I have. Mr. Brevale, can you please go into that breakout room that I sent to you?
Hi, Brevale, you have to accept them.
There we go.
And how much will she be able to pay today, Mr. McGuire?
$50, Your Honor.
Okay, she has, the total amount that's due is $240. She'll pay 50 today. Will she be able to pay 50 every? Will she be able to enter into a payment agreement today to pay 50 every 2 weeks?
I can ask her. That sounds doable. I'll run that.
I'll bring her up to breakout. Yeah, I'm trying to get her to come out. She's not coming out.
Mr. McGuire, are you able to put yourself back into the breakout room and ask her to accept our invitation to join the main session, and then you both can come back out into the main session, please?
That's good, Your Honor. Yeah,
I just gave you co-host.
Okay, thank you very much.
She's in breakout room number 19, Mr. McGrath. No. Attorney Murphy, you have your hand raised.
Your Honor, I have also not have a chance to speak with the prosecutor either. I was hoping to speak with the prosecutor as soon as possible, if possible.
Is your person named Beard? Right?
Yes, Kenneth Beard.
Okay. We will get the prosecutor back in here. Attorney Buffkin, have you spoken to the prosecutor this morning?
That's a defendant, Your Honor.
Oh. Is that your,
I believe that's the gentleman, the gentleman you were just speaking with, not Mr. Murray, but the other gentleman.
Yes, you're right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And is he back? Did he come back? He didn't come back.
No, he didn't come back yet. Leslie is in the room. I see her.
I'm gonna go. Out.
I just gave him a prompt to come back to the session.
And Mr. Fillmore, so that I'm prepared, who are you gonna be ready to proceed on next?
How about Rolanda Brew, Your Honor?
Okay, let me go ahead and do this review matter with the
Okay.
retained, and I'll pull Ms. Brew in if she's
And then
not already.
would you like
If
all
she's
the
not-
names that are ready, Your Honor?
Who is that?
Would you like the rest of the names that are ready to proceed?
No, I just want you to
Okay.
pull Ms. Brew into the courtroom if she's not already in here. And
Yeah,
the
she's-
people.
All right.
And I am now calling the People versus Leslie Buffkin, ticket number SP 131-00712. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney. Mr. McGuire, I think you're on mute.
Oh, yes, Your Honor. Sorry, I was just, my client, I think she accidentally disconnected and then I called her on, my cell phone, to talk to her. So that's what I was doing.
Okay, can you see me?
Here she is.
We're gonna bring her back.
There she is, Your Honor. Okay. Okay.
Now calling the People versus Leslie Buffkin, ticket number SP 131-00712, one count of improper plate. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joe McGuire, P75571, appearing for Ms. Buffkin, defendant.
Will you state your name for the record, ma'am?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear us
What
at
is
all?
going on with this?
Ms. Buffkin, you can't hear us at all? Is she joining?
Is it mine or yours?
We can hear you, ma'am.
Everyone else can hear us but you.
I'm not muted.
Ma'am, can you call into the courtroom?
So, Mr. McGuire, this is what we're gonna do, because we don't have a whole lot of time. We want to get through the rest of these matters this morning.
I'm not
Can you
muted.
have your client pay the
Start with
$40 today? She will have to come in person to set up a payment arrangement. She needs to set up a payment arrangement and have the rest of this $240 after she pays the $40. Perhaps I'm thinking $50 every 2 weeks from that point forward. I will set this matter for review 3 months out so that I'll know for sure that she's paid it. We'll set this review for June 7th.
Okay. Your Honor,
Judge,
as long
can I
as there's-
say something?
Ms. Buffkin, could you hear that?
I can hear that. I would like to speak if she doesn't mind.
I don't mind, but you were having some complications and we need to get through the rest of these hearings.
I understand, and I apologize for not knowing how to actually work this. But I've had a lot of hardship. I've had a heart attack, a stent. I had been resuscitated because I had passed away for a couple of minutes. I also, from that point on, had another heart attack and now a pacemaker, all within 30 days. I live in a house where there's only me on the block and I live alone. So I'm in the process of trying to move out of that house and to somewhere that would be a lot more safer for me to be.
Ms. Buffkin, are you working currently at all?
No, I don't work. I'm disabled.
So I believe the amount total was $240. Would you be able to do community service in lieu of that?
If it's online, because I have a bad back and a bad hip.
Okay, so it won't be online, but I will allow you to enter into a payment agreement as stated where you could pay. And it doesn't have to be 50 a week, it could be 50 bi-weekly. But there's nothing that I can do to waive these fees. They're statutory.
And I graciously appreciate it. However, I don't want to enter into agreement that I know that is going to go in default, and every 2 weeks is going to definitely go into default. Yeah. I'm only being paid once a month. So if I could pay $50 a month and whenever I.
And you're sorry. Yeah, so my client gets a monthly disability check, and so she can pay $50 this month, and then $50 at the beginning of next month. And then we'll just try to make sure that it
She would
is
still have to
paid.
come down, attorney. Sorry to interrupt, but she would still have to come down to the court and go to collections unit on the first floor, and then they can set her up with those payment arrangements.
And I don't dispute the $50 a month, that's okay, but she has to have a payment arrangement on the book.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor. And so that's all we were trying to do is see if there would be some flexibility in the payment arrangement, but we have no problem getting into one with the court. So Ms. Buffkin, this week, we'll have to get you down to the court and set up a payment plan, but it sounds like we can set it up in a way that you can realistically pay it, okay?
Thank you.
Correct.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
And
Your
then
Honor.
I'll set this matter for another review on June 7th, just to check your progress.
Okay, thank you again.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too, bye-bye.
Bye.
You know, can I get that? What file is it?
It's Mr. Murphy, was your client name Kenneth Beard?
Yes, Your Honor, Kenneth Beard.
Okay. You have this one. Yeah. I thought I gave it to you. Sure.
Ready to proceed on Rolanda Brew?
Yes, Judge.
She's in the courtroom.
Where'd she go?
Yes, she is.
Oh, yes.
Will you see that your camera's on?
Miss Brew, can you please turn on,
She's on.
unmute? Rolanda,
Okay, yes.
there you, okay.
One moment, please. And then I have one that- there's a officer still.
He's for that, the guy who's Belleville. Clock. Yeah, Shantez, he had to probably check into that phone. He gave me his phone number.
But Belleville showed up.
He did. He showed up. Oh, he wrote that file back too.
Now calling the People versus Rolanda K. Brew, ticket number P1088266. Count 1 improper plate, count 2 drove while license suspended. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Ms. Brew. Ma'am, would you please say your name?
Rolanda Brew.
And
There's
Your
a
Honor,
date and time set for an arraignment on the bench for Ms. Fillmore. How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, as the arraignment, we'd waive the formal reading, stand mute and ask that the warrant be recalled.
The court will recall caveats in this matter.
And Ms. Brew is asking for a bench trial, Your Honor.
We will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. Ms. Brew, you do understand that clearly you understand that you have a right to a trial. You do have a right to a trial before me as a trier of fact, and that's what you're choosing?
Yes.
The court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and set this matter for trial on March 29th, 2023 at 9:00 a.m.
Okay.
At 9 a.m. in the same Zoom room. We'll continue the $0 by
Okay.
Ms. Brew. You're all set. That concludes your hearing.
Okay, thank you.
We will see you on March 29th at 9 a.m.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Who you have next, Mr. Fillmore?
Cornelius Boyer.
Third.
I'm about to get on Zoom.
You gonna get on Zoom? You want to keep that?
Yeah.
Soon.
You know what? I got the document, so I can click on the document what the charges are. I reviewed it already, so.
Okay. And you go.
Can you run his thing?
Don't go nowhere. Might as well take it.
Now calling the people versus Cornelius Lamar Boyer, ticket number P 1172595. Count one, driver's license expired. Count two, no insurance misdemeanor. Count three, drive unregistered untitled vehicle. Also ticket number P 1201877. Count two, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Mr. Boyer. Sir, would you please say your, unmute your device and say your name, please?
Cornelius Lamar Boyer.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fillmore. So on ticket number ending in 1877, today is the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. The remaining of these are set for, there are arraignments on the bench warrant. How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, we waive the formal reading, stand mute, and ask that the warrants be recalled.
The court will recall all caveats in this matter, all warrants and caveats will be recalled in this matter. Give me one moment because okay. So there is one where he has actually already been adjudicated on and he owes a total of $348. How would you like to proceed on ticket number ending in 2595?
Which 2595, which count is that, Your Honor?
Counts 1, 2, and 3 are on the docket today, and then on ticket number ending in 1877, the one that's on the docket is no insurance misdemeanor that he had already pled to and was and still owes $348.
It's 8772, Your Honor. Improper plates. That's the one he pled to already. Yeah.
Well, he must have pled to improper plates. The original ticket was no insurance.
Okay.
And he just owes on, so he owes money on that ticket and the other ones are actually have not been adjudicated yet, correct?
Correct. That is correct.
Okay. Well, on that, we again waive the formal reading, ask that the warrant be recalled. And Mr. Boyer, you just owe money on that ticket. Can you pay the $48, Your Honor?
$348, correct.
Okay. Mr. Boyer, can you pay that?
I'm gonna need some time, but I definitely can come down there and get a payment plan started.
Okay, Mr. Boyer, you've had over a year to pay this.
I swear I've been going through a lot. I'm just actually getting back into my work cycle. So I'm actually a mechanic now over here at Champs Auto. So I am working on a consistent basis now.
Before I set a review date for that one, Mr. Fillmore, how would you like to proceed on the other 3 so that I can just do this as so that they're all stay together?
Mr. Boyer is asking for a bench trial on the remaining matters, Your Honor.
Bench trial on the remaining factors?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, Mr. Boyer, with a $0 fine continued. We will set this matter for a bench trial on March 29th, 2023 at 9 a.m.
Okay.
And at that time, I'm also going at March 29th. Where are we at now? At that time, between now and March 29th, I'm requiring that you come down to the court to enter into a payment arrangement of whatever works for you in your payment schedule. But on March 29th, I will review your other matter as well to ensure that you have entered into a payment arrangement to pay the $348 that's outstanding in your other matter.
Okay.
All right, so we will see you on March 29th, 2023 at 9 a.m. for both matters at the same Zoom room.
Okay, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Mr. Fillmore, who are we ready to proceed on?
I was actually looking for Mr. Goss, and I see he's on the screen here. How about Jordan Brown?
Mr. Brown, turn your camera on and take your mute off. Turn your phone off mute for now.
Where'd he go?
I'm here.
Victor, can you put your phone on mute for us, please?
And you're done. This is done. You put it in.
Okay.
And you're done.
Let's just see what happens.
Are you here on the probation review?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Marquito Bird, in person.
One moment. Now, Mr. Brown, did I ask you to turn your camera on before I started pulling your file? You ready? Okay. Now calling the people versus Jordan Dijon Brown, ticket number P 1385783, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, drive while license suspended. Count 3, failure to signal. Also, ticket number 207-10701, count 1, reckless driving. Count 2, drive while license suspended, and count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Jordan Brown. Sir, would you please say your name?
Jordan Brown.
Today is the date and time set for a trial on 3 of these matters. The rest are set, it looks like, for a hearing, 1 show cause and 1 pretrial. How would you like to proceed, Mr. Fillmore?
Your Honor, as to the matters that are set for trial, I don't believe that the complaining witness has checked in with the court or appeared. So I would ask that those be dismissed if that is the case. And as for the remaining matters, we're asking for a bench trial and or formal hearing.
Okay, so for those matters that were set for trial today, the court will enter a dismissal without prejudice on these matters. We have verified that there is not stepped in on any of these matters. Therefore, the matters will be dismissed. As for the remaining matters, you're asking for them to be set for what, Mr. Fillmore?
Yes, for bench trial or formal hearing, Your Honor.
Court will enter a not guilty plea on the remaining matters and set them for a formal hearing and for bench trial on March 29th.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
Is it about the date?
Yes. So me and my daughter's mom, she had a CPS case going, and she got court on March 29th. So I kind of got to be there for that, and his Zoom as well.
Okay. I'll set it for March 30th. Is that okay? Or April 3rd? Which one is better?
Either one, just not the 29th.
Oh.
That's the date.
One moment.
Oh, because you're not here. We have to do the 10th. The 10th.
So how's April 10th? Is that gonna work for you?
Yes.
Okay, April 10th at 9 a.m. This bench trial will be set for in the formal hearing.
You'll get in the next like minute, but the video is gonna be a little bit.
If you are not being spoken to right now, please make sure your phone is on mute. Mr. Brown will continue a $0 bond and enter a not guilty plea and not responsible plea on your behalf on those other matters. I also want to bring it to your attention though that you have $1,080 in deposit tickets. I would strongly advise you to come down to the court to enter into a payment agreement prior to your court date of April 10th on those remaining matters.
Okay.
The outstanding matters. Okay, that concludes your hearing for today, and we will see you on April 10th.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Your Honor, can I get in a breakout room with Attorney Murray?
Yeah, I'm gonna make you a co-host.
You have co-host capability, Mr. Goss.
I'm on my iPad and it doesn't really work that way on the iPad.
One moment.
Thank you.
Do you care which breakout room? Which
No,
one
Your
will be
Honor.
one?
I'm gonna put
Attorney Murray.
I'll put it back in too for ages.
Yes, I'm
Attorney
prepared to go and
Griffin,
break out room.
can you go back to room 2 for me?
Will do, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your
Okay.
Honor.
And House Counsel? Are
Um,
there any, before I continue, I know that there was at least one officer here on the Bevel case. Are we ready to proceed on that matter?
I
Judge,
think that.
oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Fillmore. Because he indicated that he hadn't spoken with anyone, so I began to speak with him, Judge. At this time, I need to speak with Mr. Goss to see if there's an offer on that case so we can try to resolve it.
He's in breakout room 2.
Okay, so while you all are finishing up, I'll go in breakout room 2 as well to see if we can get that resolved. And then that will be the last one, I do believe.
Okay, great. And is it okay if I just start to call the rest of these? Well, no, because I don't know which ones are yours and which ones are Fillmore. Mr. Fillmore, you can tell me who's next, who you're ready to proceed on.
Mr. Ballard, that's Derek Ballard.
One moment. So Derek Ballard, White. I was going Ballard all the way down, and I'm like, I didn't miss one. What is
Hello, I'm here if you guys need me.
Will you turn your camera on, Mr. Ballard, and get ready to record? Mr. Ballard, will you turn your camera on to appear in court? Thank you. And please remove any hair garments unless they're for religious purposes or an illness. Now calling the People versus Derek Deshawn Ballard, ticket number P1294631, count one, driving unregistered untitled vehicle, count 2, improper plates, count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Derek Ballard. Mr. Ballard, would you please unmute your device and state your name?
Derek Ballard.
Turn your camera back on, sir. There you go. All right. Sorry, go ahead.
Today is the date and time set for a pretrial, or I'm sorry, for a show cause, Mr. Fillmore. How proceeding in this matter?
Your Honor, Mr. Ballard is asking for one pretrial date. He believes he's going to have all of his documentation together. So we're asking for a pretrial in approximately 6 weeks.
In approximately 6 weeks.
If that's
Mr.
possible.
Ballard, did you hear me state unless your hair garment is for religious purposes or for an illness for you to remove your hat in court?
I have my baby in my lap.
I'm not
Sorry
sure
about
what
that.
Your hat, but thank you for removing it. So the court is going to enter a not guilty plea and set these matters for trial on April 25th. Wait, did you say pre-trial you want to set it for a trial, Mr.
Yeah, it's just a
Fillmore?
pretrial, Your Honor.
We'll set these matters for pre-trial on April 25th at 8:35 a.m.
He also has one other matter. Do you want to set that one for pretrial too? It's on March 31st.
He has a matter also set for March 31st. We're going to move that also to April 25th. And then lastly, Mr. Ballard, you have $765 in outstanding fees from from an incident arising on December 23rd, 2021, that's now in default. My expectations would be for you to come down to 36th District Court and enter into a payment arrangement by your next court date, unless you're able to pay the $765 in full by then.
I'll come down and make a payment arrangement.
All right, so I'm expecting for that a payment arrangement to be in effect on April 25th when you appear in court next.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you can basically ignore your hearing date that you have set in March, and you're gonna appear April 25th on all matters that you have, that's at least in front of me.
Okay.
That concludes this hearing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Oh, wait, I could put that one. I could put the one.
Or the years.
Oh.
Yeah, you can put it up here, though. I think I'm done.
Okay.
Ready to proceed on Mr. Gilmore?
Marcellus Bacon, Your Honor.
I believe Attorney Murphy was ready.
Now calling the People versus Marcellus Winford Bacon, ticket number P1318990, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Marcellus
Jim Gilmore on behalf of Mr. Bacon. Sir, go ahead and please state your name.
Marcellus Bacon.
Your Honor, Mr. Bacon, well, as to the arraignment on the bench warrant, we waived the formal reading, stand mute, and ask that the warrant be recalled. And Mr. Bacon is also asking for a pretrial date so that he is planning on obtaining his insurance documents, and he's going to have those at the next date. So I would ask for a pretrial in approximately 6 weeks.
Okay,
Say 6 weeks. 25th. No, he said 6. He said, okay, 6 weeks from today to 18. Today's the 7th.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna enter a not guilty plea and set this matter for pretrial on April 18th at 8:35 a.m.
They closed. No.
And we will continue a $0 fine. We'll see you on April 18th at 8:35 in the same Zoom, sir.
Okay.
You're free to go.
Have a good one.
You too, thank you. Mr. Fillmore?
Sierra Ballard, Your Honor.
That's fine. Touch.
Now calling the People versus Sierra Yvonne Demetrius Ballard, ticket number P 1384813. Count 1, driver's license never acquired. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Ms. Ballard. Ms. Ballard, would you please state your name?
Sierra Ballard.
And Your Honor, there is one additional civil infraction on the docket as
I
well.
do see that. Let the record reflect that there's an additional ticket number P 1384815 for an expired plate.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Your Honor, we do have a resolution in this matter. Ms. Ballard would like to take advantage of the people's offer. That would be pleading guilty to 1 count of failure to display, and the remaining 2 counts would be dismissed.
Okay.
And the amended charge would be on the ticket ending in 813, count 1.
Okay, so, Ms. Ballard, will you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that what you say today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. You have an opportunity to speak to Attorney Fillmore in the breakout room. He advised you of your right,
Yes.
and you understood your right.
Yes.
Did anyone promise you anything, force you, or threaten you to take a plea today?
No.
You're pleading guilty on your own free will,
Yes.
and you're pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
All right, and turning your attention to September 12th, 2022, were you driving a 2014 Hyundai in the area of Evergreen and Puritan in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you stopped by the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes.
When asked to produce a driver's license, were you able to produce a valid driver's license to them?
No.
Satisfied, Counselor?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulates probable cause on dismissal?
So stipulated.
Okay, so the court will enter an amended plea of failure to count 1 and ticket number 4813 will dismiss count 2 and also will dismiss the ticket number ending in 4815. We will assess a fee for the failure to display of $220. How long will it take you to pay that, Ms. Ballard?
I can pay it March 24th if that's possible.
March 24th?
Mm-hmm.
One moment. Okay, I'm gonna do it for March 24th. I'm gonna make it due for March 24th. If you are unable to pay, what is my document?
Yeah, that's for the payment. Yeah, review. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make this due for March 30th, and if you don't pay it by March 30th, you will be required to show back up in court on that date at 8:35 a.m.
Okay.
Okay? You're
Okay.
all set.
Excuse me. So if it's paid by March 30th, I don't have to appear in court?
That is correct. If you've already had to pay, you do not have to appear in court, but if it's not paid, I do expect you to be here.
Okay.
Or you'll have a warrant issued.
Okay.
Okay? Have a good day.
You too.
We're ready to proceed on counselors.
Antoine Brown, Your Honor.
Are we still not ready to get the officer out?
Judge, we're ready.
We are ready. I would like to do that one.
Okay.
And I don't remember the name. Will you refresh my memory?
Bavell, Clyde Bavell.
Bavell, thank you.
This is offer for. Yes, not.
Okay, maybe I wasn't ready.
Then Attorney Murphy. After. He didn't check in once I had, yeah, once I did that for you.
Now, left side or right side, I'm looking at, undocumented today, is that right side?
It should be. Yeah, sure.
Attorney Nance, please give me a moment to go through all of Mr. Bavell's matters.
Yes, Judge. And I didn't know if the court wanted to separate the ones where the police officers simply did not appear. I had those kind of separated out by case number as well to help the court.
Let's go, yeah, I'm gonna go through them and pull them the way that you have them so that we can have a little bit of order and know what we're doing.
Okay, so the cases where the officers did not appear, it is ticket number SP 1307453, counts 1, 2, and 3.
One moment. 1307.
1307 4531, 3, 1, 2, and 3. It should have Officer Zachary Myers' name on it.
Yes.
Got it.
I see that.
Okay.
Okay, right on that one.
The next ticket is SP 1321972, counts 2 and 3, and that should be Officer Shakur. Name should be on that ticket, as well as count 1.
One moment, because I don't think I have that one at all. 132.
Yes, 1321972. And there are 3 counts on that ticket.
Doing it now.
Okay, what's the next one?
The next ticket number is U27062-007.
Got it.
The next ticket is U302-65207.
Got it.
The next ticket is U45501008.
Got it.
The next ticket is 085471411.
One moment. Yes, got it.
Those are all the tickets where the officers have failed to appear.
All right. These were all things in here.
And then you have the rest of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the remaining ones we have, you want to just go through them real quick, just so I have what you have.
Absolutely, Judge. SP 1167759.
What are we doing on that one?
So it's going to be a plea to the driving while license suspended. It will be reduced to an FTD. The no insurance is going to be dismissed.
What's the next one?
Next ticket is SP 1168231. There are 2 counts on that. Excuse me, there are 3 counts on that ticket.
One moment.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Is that one on the docket? 11?
It is SP 1168231 with 3 counts.
Okay, we're gonna have to print the ROA for that.
Okay. The next one would be ticket number, okay,
1167759. Did we say that?
yes, SP 1167759, and there's account 1 and 2. No, I'm sorry, strike that. SP 1168231, and there are 3 counts on that ticket.
That's what I need. The 2311, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what's next?
The next ticket is going to be SP 1357552. There are 2 counts on that ticket, and both of those are being dismissed.
If you are not on this, if you're not on the docket, please mute your phones unless I'm talking to you. And huffing and puffing is not gonna make this go any faster. It's actually gonna make it go a little slower. Next one, please.
Next ticket is SP 1368551. There are 2 counts on that ticket. That's being dismissed.
Okay.
On ticket number SP 1357539, there are 3 counts. The first count will be pled responsible and it will be reduced to blockading.
One moment, Ms. Nance, that's one I don't think I have. 1357539.
And then there are 3 counts.
They must stay in here. Stay on here. Huh? She said 5391.
1357539, counts 1, 2, and 3.
Correct.
Okay.
One second.
They took them out. Yeah, they took
Okay.
them out.
And then I guess these were set, the defaults were set aside on these. What are you doing on these?
Count 1 is being reduced to blockading traffic. The other 2 are being dismissed.
Ready?
Last ticket is SP 1368672. It has 3 counts.
Okay.
Count 2 is he's going to plead responsible on count 2. It's being reduced to a limited access going 60 and a 55. The other 2 counts are being dismissed.
So limited access.
Limited access 5 over, 60 and 55, 5 over?
Yes.
And the others are dismissed?
Yes.
It looks like I still have a few remaining that you may or may not have said. I may have missed them, so forgive me, but looks like there was a warrant, an outstanding warrant on 22061-00501.
That's not on the docket.
It wasn't on the docket.
Yeah, but if it's a warrant, if there is an outstanding warrant, I would like to.
Okay. What's that case number again, Judge?
I set aside the warrant on March 7th.
He doesn't.
And then we set a bench.
He doesn't have any. He doesn't have anything.
It should have been, because on the last time he was here, it looks like I set aside the warrant, or recall the warrant, and set this for bench trial on 3/7. Somebody didn't do it.
Let me see this one.
Okay, and then,
this ticket. This is a felony case. That's why. You wouldn't handle this case.
Okay. All right, so that's a felony matter, Mr.
Yeah.
Necky.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, no worries. So I think I'm ready to proceed on the matters. Mr. Busybody Bevel. We have, I'm just gonna call the lead ticket number in this matter. We have the People versus Pi, Jonathan Bevel II. Lead ticket number P1307453. 1 count of driving while license suspended, 1 count of no insurance misdemeanor, 1 count of open alcohol in a motor vehicle. We do have several other matters with this case as well, that I will not be calling every ticket number on, but please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Janeki Nance appearing on behalf of Mr. Bavell. Mr. Bavell, please state your name for the record. Unmute your microphone, sir.
No, somebody was calling me. I couldn't hear you. Hold on 1 second. I can hear you now.
State your name for the record, please.
Okay, my name is Clyde Bavell.
And Mr. Bavell, if you are not wearing a head garment for religious purposes or an illness, I'll ask that you remove your head garment in court, please, sir.
I'm sorry, I was at work. I apologize, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Nance, or Attorney Nance, how would you like to proceed on these matters?
Judge, today's the date and time set for trial and hearing regarding all his matters. I believe it probably should have been scheduled for formal hearing, being that the same officers are present. Judge, there are some matters where the officers have failed to appear. And I would move to dismiss for the officer failing to appear on those particular matters. I know we went through each of the tickets individually off the record. Would the court like me to place those tickets on the record to be dismissed for officer failing to appear?
I can go through the ticket. The court will dismiss without prejudice after verifying that an officer has not checked in on the following matters. Ticket number P13074553, dismissed without prejudice. Ticket number U27062007, dismissed without prejudice. Ticket number U30265207, dismissed without prejudice. And correct me if I have anything wrong, Ms. Nance. The ticket number U455010008, dismissed without prejudice. Ticket number 085471411, dismissed without prejudice. Ticket number SP1321973, dismissed without prejudice. For no officer.
I'm sorry, Judge, can you read that ticket number one more time?
The last ticket number?
Please.
Last one I have is SP1321973 and SP1321972.
And Judge, there's also a count one, SP1321971.
That I do not have, but I will dismiss SP1321971 as well.
And Judge, I believe those are all the tickets where the officers have failed to appear. Thank you.
Thank you. And on the remaining matters, the court has received the recommendations or have heard from counsel on the recommendations on these remaining matters. Ticket number ending in 7552, counts 1 and 2 will be dismissed without prejudice based on a plea agreement. Ticket number SP136855511 will be dismissed without prejudice based on a plea agreement. Ticket number SP136855512 will be dismissed without prejudice. Ticket number SP1357539 will be dismissed without prejudice. Ticket number SP1357539 dismissed without prejudice. Ticket number 13687. No, strike that. Ticket number SP136867723 will be dismissed without prejudice. Ticket number SP136866721 will be dismissed without prejudice. And then the court will enter a responsible plea. Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. Before we get to the responsible pleas and the pleas of guilty, and the guilty pleas, I have one other ticket, Attorney Nan.
Is it
Ticket number?
I'm sorry.
P1321972. I didn't notate this one at all.
Could the court read that case number one more time, please?
P1321972.
Yes, that should have been, well, Judge, that was the one that we had dismissed for officer failing to appear.
Just Buffington. The Shantes didn't come back here. Did you want me to?
So Sanchez had checked in this morning?
Sanchez,
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
Officer
yes.
Chen-
Yes, I have both. I have Officer Buffington and Officer Sanchez is checking in. However, when Mr. Goss looked at this, I think he was aware that both of those police officers had checked in.
Okay. And he was still willing to dismiss the ones that we have dismissed based on no officer?
Oh, no, Judge, I did not move to have any of Officer Sanchez's tickets dismissed for no officer.
Okay. Okay. But okay, got it. All right, so I believe that is all I have for the dismissal. Mr. Bevel, will you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that what you say today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Did you have an opportunity to talk to Attorney Nance and she advised you of your rights?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
And you understood those rights?
Yes.
Did anyone promise you anything, threaten you, or force you to enter a guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Attorney Nance, do you stipulate to the four corners of the ticket on a factual basis for the
Yes.
FTD? And
Yes,
stipulate
Judge.
to probable cause on dismissal?
I do, Judge.
So the court will enter a plea of, well, actually a responsible plea to ticket number 5391 for blockading. And will set the statutory amount of 175 on that case. Will enter a plea of responsible to limited access 5 over. That fee will be set at 125 statutorily.
This is everything.
Everything. Okay, and then there's the plea for failure to display. That fee that we will assess will be $150 in that matter.
And Judge, there's one more. There's a plea on SP 11682311 for no valid registration.
Two, 3, 1, 1.
Yes, SP 11682311.
Oh. That's the one I printed out. Mhm.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Can I say something?
Sure.
108.
My phone has 6% left on it. If it dies, what do I do? Because I'm at work.
You're getting ready to get your fees right now, Mr. Bevel. For that, and Attorney Nance, we're gonna enter I'm sorry, what was that one for? I apologize.
No valid registration, Judge, so it was another civil infraction. On ticket number SP 11682311.
Okay, and then that one is gonna be $106. So Mr. Bevel?
Yes, Bevel.
Bevel?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna give you the total amount that you need to have due.
$558.
$558.
Okay.
I am going to give you some time. You're working, correct?
Yeah, I've just started, but I just started this job. I'm about a week in now. So I might can afford like maybe $25 a week or something like that for just for now.
So what I am gonna have you to do is come down to 36th District Court and enter into a payment arrangement. You need to enter into a payment agreement. And you need to do that. I will give you until April 6th, 2023 to enter into a payment agreement. And then you'll
Okay.
also be coming back, and if you do not enter into a payment agreement by April 6th, then you need to come before me on April 6th at 8:35 a.m.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, you all set?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, and you need to consider this a blessing and make sure that you don't get yourself into this, like, you're drowning in you're literally drowning in tickets here. You
I
have
know
me
that.
now in your tickets here. So you need to take this as a blessing and keep your documents in the car, keep your driver's license up to date, your proof of insurance, all of that. It's just a ricocheting effect. It's just gonna be a ricocheting effect, and you're gonna owe for the rest of your life. You're gonna be working to pay parking tickets.
Yeah,
So I will see you, unless you've entered into a payment agreement, I'll see you on April 6th at 8:35 a.m.
okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Not
Thank you,
Friday,
Attorney.
You're welcome, sir.
This one will clearly get taken care of after we're done. There's no way I can do this right now. Who are we ready to proceed on?
Your Honor, Mr. Bush is ready. He's just asking for a trial date.
Who is that, Mr. Fillmore?
Mr. Busha, Joseph Busha, we're just asking for
Oh,
a bench
wait, I
trial.
had a retained counsel on. Attorney Murphy, are you ready to proceed? I don't have this.
The offer. No.
Mr. James Murray, are you ready to proceed on your plan?
I'm present, Your Honor. I'm already going to record.
One moment, let me pull him out of the breakout room as well.
I think my client may be in the waiting room, but I'm asking for adjournment, so he may not be present.
You're asking for an adjournment?
Excuse me, bench trial date.
Yeah.
No alternative, a final pre-trial date will work as well, just another day.
Well, give me a moment, please. If you have a couple minutes, just give me a minute on that one.
Okay.
I thought he did, but I don't remember.
All right, I will, you said Joseph Busha is ready?
Yep. Yes, Your Honor.
Now calling the people versus Joseph Daniel Busha, ticket number X 4099183. Count 1, speeding, freeway 105 over, count 2, no outs on a person. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Mr. Busha, who's present on Zoom. Sir, please say your name.
Joseph Daniel Boucher.
I apologize. And Your Honor, Mr. Boucher is asking for a bench trial on these matters.
Sentence for bench trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and continue $0 bond. Setting this matter for a bench trial for March 29th at 8:35 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I do have one question.
I'm so sorry, that would be at 9 a.m. And what's your question?
I do have a valid driver's license. I just didn't have my wallet with me at the time. I guess if I show you my license now, does that one get dismissed?
You have, okay, so Mr. Fillmore, were you able to talk to the prosecutor about this in terms of the valid driver's license being presented
No,
right
Your
now?
Honor, these are state matters, unfortunately. There was no state prosecutor, so I explained to Mr. Boucher that we could wait for a state prosecutor, or if you want to set up for a bench trial, we could go that route. So that's what we elected to do.
They never asked me to.
Okay, I mean, if you have a little bit of time, I can try to get Paula Cole into the Zoom room.
No, that's fine. I agree with them. We'll do the bench trial.
Bench trial on March 29th at 9 a.m.
March 29th at 9 a.m. Got it.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, take care.
All right, good luck, sir.
Judge, can the court advise Officer Buffington he's free to leave because we've handled that matter?
Thank you. Officer Buffington, you are definitely free to leave.
Thank you.
I was trying to do your case earlier.
Have a good one, officer.
And there's one matter, I don't mean to jump in front of everyone, but Mr. DeAndre Brown is here for review, so I'm not sure if we need a representative from probation for that.
One second, Mr. Fillmore. I do apologize. Who was that again?
DeAndre Brown.
Okay, give me one second.
There's one gentleman who's not here named DeAndre, DeAndre, and this is DeAndre, DIONDRE, who's here for review.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Oh, I see it. I see him. Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Murray, Attorney Murray, is your client still here? Or are you waiving his appearance for the just to get a new date? Attorney Murray?
Attorney.
James Murray. All right, who are we ready to proceed?
Judge, we can do Mr. Briscoe.
All right.
First page. Mhm.
All right, now calling the people versus Shabazz Briscoe, ticket number 483-210. No absent person. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Janaki Nance appearing on behalf of Mr. Briscoe. Mr. Briscoe, please state your name for the record.
Shabazz Briscoe.
Just today's date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. As it relates to the arraignment, we asked the case to be set aside, any warrants recalled. As it relates to the arraignment, we waive formal reading.
We will recall all cases in this matter. How would you like to proceed on the, and move forward on the pre-trial?
Judge, after speaking with Mr. Briscoe, there is a recommendation. He'd like to tender a plea. The recommendation is that it is, if he pleads to the no operator's license on person, it would be reduced to a failure to display. Mr. Briscoe, is that your understanding of what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay, raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm that what you say today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hair down. You had an opportunity to speak to Attorney Nance today, and she advised you of your rights,
Yes.
and you understood your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Or promise you, force you, or threaten you to take a plea to that?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
And turning your attention to October 29th, 2018. Were you driving a vehicle in the area of Bennett and Salem Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you stopped by Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
When asked to produce a license, were you able to do so?
Wait, can you repeat that?
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No.
Satisfied?
Satisfied.
The court will enter a guilty plea of failure to display on this matter. Setting this fee at $220. How soon would you be able to pay that?
I mean, I could pay that actually now. If I could call my aunt to see if I can hold off on rent for a second, I can actually be on the way to pay that now. But
Judge,
if
the
not,
court give him 30 days.
but if not,
Wait. Rent is important, so we're gonna set this out for 60 days. You can make the payment by May 8th, 2023.
okay, thank you.
If you do not pay it by May 8th, you need to be here in court for a review at 8:35 a.m. on May 8th.
Okay,
Got that?
yes.
$220 by May 8th. If you don't pay it by May 8th, and be here on May 8th in the same zone.
Okay,
You're all set.
thank you. You have a nice day.
You too, thank you. Attorney Murray, are you here yet? We're ready on.
Tyron Brooks.
You're aware that Tyron has a matter that's in the file?
No, Judge, we were not.
It is from 2021, so we wouldn't be setting it aside, but he does need to pay whatever is outstanding on that speeding ticket. Now calling the People versus Tyron Alexander Brooks, ticket number P12061119, count 1, drove while license not valid or improper license. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Janaki Nance appearing on behalf of Mr. Brooks. Mr. Brooks, please state your name for the record.
Tyron Brooks.
Judge, today's the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. We ask that any cases be set aside and warrants recalled. As it relates to the arraignment, we waive formal reading, stay mute, as that a not guilty plea be entered.
The court will set aside KPS and recall warrant.
Judge, I've had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Brooks regarding his matters. He would like to tender a plea. There is a recommendation that if he were to plead to one count of driving while license not valid, it would be reduced to a failure to display. It is my understanding that he would like to accept that offer. Is that correct, Mr. Brooks?
Yes.
Thank you.
Raise your right hand. Please swear or affirm that what you say today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
When you can put your hand down, you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Nance, and she advised you of your rights.
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Anyone promise you, force you, or threaten you to take this plea today?
No.
You're pleading guilty on your own free will.
Yes.
Pleading guilty because you actually are guilty.
Yes.
Turning your attention to May 28, 2021, where you driving a silver 2016 Jeep in the area of Chicago and Staten in the city of Detroit.
Yes.
And where you stopped or came in contact with Detroit Police Department.
Yes.
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No.
Satisfied, Judge.
The court will enter a plea of guilty on the amended charge of failure to display and set a fine of $220. How soon would you be able to pay that?
Tomorrow.
I'm gonna give you 30 days, because I know, I'm gonna give you 2 weeks. I'll give you 2 weeks, because first of all, it's gonna take at least 24 hours for it to get into the system. So we're gonna set this from March 21st. We're gonna set it for March 21st as a review hearing. The only reason you would have to come back before me on March 21st is if you did not pay it by then.
Okay. So
Otherwise,
I'm able to pay it online.
yeah, you can pay it at www.36districtcourt.org, or there are payment kiosks, if that kiosk across the city of Detroit. But you will have to go online and find out where the nearest one is to your home.
Okay.
All right, that concludes your matter. You're all set unless you have any other questions.
Yeah. My license being suspended, would that take care of that too? Or
You would need to contact the Secretary of State to get your license reinstated.
okay.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
you're welcome. Have a good day. Oh, and don't forget you have that 16 to 20 over ticket that's already in default that you need to pay as well.
Okay.
All right, that concludes your matter. Have a good day.
You too.
Mr. Murray. Now calling the People versus Kenneth Terrell Beer, ticket number SP 141700742. One counter drive while revoked license, ticket number SP 141700741. One counter speeding 11 to 15 miles over the posted speed limit. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good night, Your Honor, or good morning, Your Honor. James Murray, PA 5490, appearing on behalf of defendant, who I believe was in the waiting room.
Is he on an iPhone?
Oh, there you go. Who's in that?
Do you see it? Is he, okay, one moment. The person calling in. They're not connected to audio.
I'm gonna give him a call, Your Honor, so I can fix his connection.
Person just called, checked in on the iPhone. Will you state your name, please?
This is DeAndre Brown.
Not you, sir.
That's the one I'm talking to.
We're speaking with the one with the iPhone.
Mr. Beard, please state your name for the record.
He's not connected to audio, so you might have to waive his appearance.
Okay, I'd like to waive his appearance at this time.
Yeah, please do. All right, so today, today was the date and time, I believe, set for an arraignment and a hearing in this matter. Mr. Murray, I was told that you have a possible offer, but your client will need to take a class, a driving course.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. How long do you need me to set this out for to allow him to do that?
2 weeks, Your Honor.
All right, so are we just adjourning these hearings for today?
Correct.
Okay, we're gonna adjourn these matters. That's probably him coming back in. We're gonna adjourn these matters to March 21st at 8:35 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and you're gonna just have him take that driver's course so that we can reduce or offer, or so that you are able to accept the plea that is being offered.
Understood. Thank you.
Thank you. See you at March 21st at 8:35 a.m., sir.
Will do. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Excuse me, Judge.
My name is Antoine Brown. I've been here since
Mr. Brown, we all
8:53.
have, Mr. Brown, we've all been here since 8:30, 8:40.
No. What it was when I had first connected, my audio was sort of like I couldn't hear anything you guys were saying. I was just want to ask. I just want to know, did I miss my case or anything?
No, sir, you didn't.
Okay, thank you.
Are we ready to proceed on council?
Judge, we can do Ryan Bayer. Mr. Bayer, he's present.
I'm here.
Is it Fire or Bear?
Fire.
I'll be ready in one moment, Mr. Fire.
No problem. Thank you.
And do you have your camera on? Yep. Now calling the People versus Ryan Michael Byers, ticket number P 1387731, count 1, driving with revoked license, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Jeanette Keenan appearing on behalf of Mr. Byer. Mr. Byer, state your name for the record, please.
Ryan Michael Byer.
Judge, today's the date and time set for pretrial. There was a recommendation in this matter. If he were to plead guilty to 1 count of driving while license revoked, it would be reduced to a failure to display, and the no insurance count would be dismissed. It is my understanding that Mr. Byer would like to tender a plea of guilty to the recommendation. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. Byer, will you raise your right hand? Do you
Yes,
swear from what you say today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Nan. She advised you of your rights,
Yes, ma'am.
and you understood those rights?
I do.
Did anyone promise you, threaten you, or force you to take this plea today?
No, Your Honor.
You're taking this plea on your own free will,
Yes, ma'am.
and you're pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
You are, turning your attention to September 12th, 2022, where you driving a 2015 black Jeep in the area of Michigan and Livernois in the city of Detroit,
Yes.
and you came in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes.
And when they asked you to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Satisfied, Judge.
State your probable cause on dismissal?
So stipulated.
Okay. So Mr. Byer, are you working currently?
I am.
All right, are you aware that you have a $252 outstanding fee or outstanding fines and fees for the ticket? I believe you got it on the same day for accident driving, failed to use.
I am aware of it, but I was a little confused because I had got that notice like a week after all 3 of these came together, but that one came like a week after, and it came with a date prior to me even going to court. So I guess I was just found guilty of it and then given the fee, which is fine, but there wasn't even an opportunity for me to go to court for that. It already said I was guilty. And then all of a sudden I got a notice for a fine for the balance that you just said. So it's fine. But I'll just go ahead and pay that along with the other fines that I'm sure you're probably gonna need for the other 2.
Okay, so Attorney Nancy, are you comfortable with that?
No. I'm not.
It's accident, driving, failure to use due care and caution. What would you like to do, Attorney Nancy?
Speak to Mr. Goss.
All right, we'll get him back in here. One moment, please. Mr. Byer, please give us a moment to try to get these matters resolved together.
Okay, sorry about that. I didn't know.
Oh, no, it's okay, but we're gonna do what's best for you overall, sir.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, it's not completely it's actually not your fault at all if the notice didn't go out until late.
Okay, so just you want me to hold?
But I am going to recall this matter. I'm not gonna sit here because we do have, I don't know why I thought I was just gonna sit here because we have several other matters to get resolved. And it is. So. Mr. Fillmore or Ms. Vance, do we have any others that we can get through while we're waiting for Mr. Goss?
Yes, Judge, Mr. Bomeza.
Can you spell that for me? Oh, Bomeza, I see it on there. I see it on here, but I do not have anything for that.
He's on the 8:30 docket, Judge.
Did he come in late?
No, Judge, he's been here.
He's been in?
Yeah, he has Victor.
He has it?
No, I can print out his file right now. We should have had it, but it's okay.
I do see him on the docket. Let me just double check and make sure I did not overlook his file. Now calling the People versus Victor Eugene Bomeza, ticket number XP 2096101. Count of brandishing the firearm in public. Please state your appearance for the record. Mr. Bomeza, I'll ask you to turn your camera on, please.
I can't turn my camera on. It says it was disabled by the host right now. Good morning, Your Honor.
Janeki Nancy appeared on behalf of Mr. Bomeza. Sir, please state your name for the record.
Victor Eugene Bomeza.
Judge, today's date and time set for a regular bench. We ask that the cases be set aside and warrant recall. As it relates to the arraignment on this matter, we waive formal reading, stand mute, and ask that a not guilty plea be entered.
Okay, the court will set aside the cases and set aside the warrant. Set aside the cases and recall the warrant.
Judge, as it I'm sorry.
This is for it to be set for bench trial. I'm sorry.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so the court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Bomeza and set this matter for bench trial. Mr. Bomeza, you do understand that you haven't, you're choosing or opting to have a trial before me as the prior fact?
Yes, I do understand, Your Honor.
And you wish to do that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, so we're gonna set this matter for bench trial on March 29, 2023 at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, we have another matter to address with Mr. Bomeza, if the court will allow.
Go right ahead, and I'm gonna also continue the $0 on this. Previous matter. What other matter?
Thank you. Judge, when I was speaking with him regarding his matters, he advised me that there were some particular matters that were in default, and he has been receiving things from a collection agency. Before this court took over this particular docket, I do believe that this was Judge Deborah Geraldine Bledsoe Ford's docket. And it appears that based on what he has advised me, there are some matters that are currently in default. He actually came to court and sent over documentation for proof of insurance as well as registration on some matters that are currently still in default and are in collection. And he sent it, and I do recognize the email address. He sent it to, at the time, Assistant Corporation Counsel John Gillis, who is now a Wayne County Circuit Court judge. So Mr. Bomeza, he is having some difficulties with this because he was under the understanding that some of these cases were dismissed.
So I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Attorney Nance. I just checked the tickets that's in default. All the tickets that he has in default is no failure to stop at a stop sign, brake lights, defective bumper. It's nothing dealing with insurance or registration.
Okay, do you understand that, sir?
Yeah, I just want to make a clarification that at the day of the trial, all those tickets were together. They just dismissed part of them. But when they requested proof from
Wait, one moment, please, because I want to be able to understand some things. What are the ticket numbers? Do we have ticket numbers on these, Attorney Nance?
Judge, I can pull them up. I'm sorry, I've been using my device a little.
I'm wondering, and let me talk to Madam Clerk as well.
Here.
So the ones that are in question on, because it wouldn't have gone, I don't believe that it would have gone into default because they were misdemeanors. So those had actually been dismissed. And then the civil infractions that did go into default are the failure to stop
Yeah, and then defective brake lights.
and defective brake light.
So let's
Your Honor, if I may address the court, on the day of the trial, none of the police officers showed up. And then that's only, I offered them all the evidence that they asked me, but at the day of the trial, they just asked me for title, proof of registration, driver license and such on.
Because
So
you never went to court for your civil infractions. They only heard you for your ones that was improper plates. You went back on October the 12th, 2021. Those were pre-trial dates.
So I was told that all my tickets are dismissed. Those were all the tickets, the traffic ones, they were all together.
Judge, let me say this on his behalf, and I'm just kind of going back and thinking about my experience in Judge Ford's courtroom. And my experience has been that usually matters that were in default, if I remember correctly, and Mr. Fillmore, he can help me out on this. I thought she took those tickets out of default to allow people to reach a global resolution. Again, I was not the attorney that was there on that day, but I believe, if I'm thinking correctly, that was the way that Judge Ford handled those matters. Mr.
They did remove them out of default and they scheduled them all for another date, but it doesn't show that he appeared for that date that they gave him for the tickets.
Okay.
Was that date the same date as the?
No, they got different dates. They scheduled him the same day that he came on the date for his pretrial, but he never showed back up for the February.
But he came for a trial.
No, he didn't. He came for a pretrial. They all was pretrials.
So if he came for pretrials,
they have valid documentation. Yeah.
I think it just sounds strange because if he came for a pretrial, that means that the civil infraction should have been scheduled for hearing. And so if the misdemeanors were addressed, then at the date of the pretrial, then the civil infractions at the hearing should have also been addressed.
Well, what the thing is, his civil infractions went into default way before he's tried to handle before his court date came. So he must have missed the court date before he had that pretrial date. Your civil infractions don't follow no more after you missed the initial court date.
Attorney Nance, would you like for us to pull the transcript for that one day to see perhaps if all matters were addressed?
And Judge, you know what, I think that would be better. That's exactly what I shared with him because I was not there. This court was not there. The easiest thing would be for the transcript to be generated. Yes.
So, Madam Court Reporter, are you able to do that now, or is there a different process that needs to take place to pull the transcript for that day?
Judge, I wasn't the court reporter. You would have to call Pam Triplett. She can tell you what court reporter it was that day.
Okay, and do you have a phone number for Ms. Triplett that we can provide to Ms. Nance or Mr. Gomez right now?
You want me to put that in the chat?
No, I'll give it to her.
Okay.
I'm ready whenever you're ready. And we'll get that.
I'm gonna chat it to you.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I called him. He in another courtroom.
All right, and Mr. Goss is coming in now as well, but we can set this matter for review for a month out. just to give time for him to get the transcript. So we're gonna set it for April.
April 10th. Mhm. Mhm.
April 10th at 8:35 a.m.
So that one's going to be scheduled for 8:35 a.m. on April 10th. And what's his trial date, Judge?
We're gonna set that for April 10th too.
Okay.
But I'm not doing this 2 different dates. We wanna get all the stuff done at one time. So we're gonna set it for April, both of these matters for April 10th. And I'll do them both for 9 a.m. so that they're not separated on the docket.
Thank you, Judge. And if the court would, please place me in a breakout room with Mr. Gomez. I just want to make sure that he understands everything that needs to take place.
Okay.
You have co-host capability. You can put your guys in the breakout.
Okay,
room.
thank you.
Thank you.
Before you go, Attorney Nance, we have Mr. Goss here on the buyer matter.
Okay.
They wanted a new offer for the,
So
Mr.
he
Meyer.
did not receive the.
Go ahead, say it again.
Oh, Attorney Nance, would you like to address Mr. Goss?
Yes, can we meet in a breakout room? Or Mr. Goss, you already made a recommendation on the initial offer. And he's willing to accept that offer. With him not receiving the notice on that, is there anything that we can do, possibly maybe consider dismissing the account as well? And I can talk to you further if you want to go into a breakout room as it relates to the reason why.
Call me on my cell because I'm not on Zoom right now. But
Okay.
yeah, I have issues with the accident, so.
Okay. All right,
All
thank you.
So do I just continue to wait, Your Honor?
Yeah, because you're gonna be speaking to Ms. Nance when she returns from the matter. Mr. Fillmore, do you have any other matters that we can address?
Yes, Your Honor. Antoine Brown.
You guys are problem in this time.
Victor, put your phone back on mute for us, please. Thank you.
Need a moment to prepare for Mr. Brown.
Second page.
One on the bottom of the first page.
And then the rest should be.
Wait a second.
Mr. Brown, can you start your video for us, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. That's actually not my. I did not speak. I have another Brown. That's Mr. Brown is not my client.
Oh.
I have DeAndre Brown, who's here for review, and I believe he just owes some money.
Oh, that's what you were asking me, how much? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
sorry.
I was so confused.
Delayed response, sorry.
Yeah, I was very confused. I'm like, huh? Okay. It was like $780, I believe.
Okay.
But I think I need to go to I need to reach out to probation. I'm not for sure who has this case.
And that would be it. And I do want to verify that Mr. Brown did speak with, Mr. Brown, did you speak with the other attorney, Ms. Nance? Not you, DeAndre Brown, Mr. Antoine Brown?
No, I only talked to you in the breakout room.
Oh. Well, I didn't take very good notes then.
Which one are we ready to proceed on, Mr. Tillman?
I'm just DeAndre Brown, and I actually might need to speak with Mr. Antoine Brown again once more. So, Mr. Brown, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room briefly.
Yeah, and then DeAndre Brown, what are we doing on that one?
He never paid. He needs some time to pay, I
It's
guess.
just
He owes $780, but I need to reach out to his probation officer. Because he's on probation for this case. OWVI.
So you can go into the breakout room and talk to the other Mr. Brown while we get the probation officer in here on DeAndre Brown.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Mhm. Mhm.
Ooh.
Antoine, thank you.
I'm gonna go on a brief recess. Madam Court Reporter, we're gonna take a brief recess while both House counsels talk to their client.
Okay, thank you, Judge.